Hi guys, welcome to a video. It's Tuesday, and this Tuesday I just wanted to do a lesbian book review, and this week I wanted to review one of the classics. It's very much in theme with Christmas and December, and it is of course a lesbian literary classic. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage The Price of Salt by Patricia Highsmith. I wish I had a more vintage version, and I've just unabashedly got the cover with Kate Blanchett. I went, I'm gay. If you don't know what The Price of Salt is about, it is basically about a young girl called Therese. She has a Christmas job at a department store, and the character is quite introspective. Obviously the novel follows her experiences, her feelings, and cut long story short, this woman called Carol comes to the department store she works at Christmas looking for a toy, and that's when gloves became a lesbian icon. The story then just basically follows Therese as she navigates her life around this boyfriend she has who she's not really interested in. That relationship's a bit one-sided on his part, and it follows her navigating this relationship, or trying to have this relationship with this older woman who she's very captivated by. Carol has her own stuff going on. She's going through a divorce, and then there's Abby, who's an ex-flame of Carol's, and yeah, it gets spicy, you know. Interesting story no one cares about. I first read Price of Salt when I lived in New Zealand, and I was like, I must read some more lesbian books, and this was way before Carol had been even formed in anybody's mind. I read it, and I have to say I was not impressed with it. That was my first impression. I thought it was okay, but I thought it was very slow, and I wasn't really that into it. I know that's blasphemy, but that was just my honest opinion. Then I read it again when the film came out, and I liked it a bit better this time. That might be something to do with having Kate Blanchett on the book cover. I still wouldn't have sort of pegged it as a favourite. And then I reread it recently, and I could not put it down. For some reason, the third time I read this book, I was completely hooked on it, and my favourite thing about this book is I was rooting for Carol and Therese all the way through. It's written in a way that it really does make you root for them. It really is a quintessential love story. The book is very romantic and it's honest. The characters very much feel like real life people, and of course it's open-ended, so it doesn't have this is obviously a spoiler, but it doesn't have a horrible ending. You know, and for the time it was written in, it's quite sort of revolutionary to have lesbian love which didn't end in tragedy. Even in this day and age, it's nice to see a lesbian love story which ends with a, well, maybe they did have a happy ending. My favourite thing about this novel is Patricia Highsmith has essentially just written fan fiction about herself and an older woman she once saw. I don't really have any criticisms or dislikes for the book. I did find at times, as a woman living in this current time period, it was quite hard for me to connect with the way it was written. Not that that should really affect a book, because some of my favourite literature is from the 19th century, so it shouldn't really affect how much I enjoy a book, but I was not overly keen on her writing, which doesn't mean much coming from me, because I mean, but I would definitely say if you didn't necessarily enjoy it the first time, give it another go, because it's certainly grown on me, and it's influential. This is the book that put Kate Blanchett in a lesbian role, so we should all be grateful to it. And we've all had our share of crushes on middle-aged women. She's just preaching to the choir with this book, really. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for instant disappointment, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.